In this video, I'm going to share with you the full workflow between Replit here. This is a web app done in Replit. And we're going to pretend that there is an issue that Replit is not being able to fix, which there was one a minute ago, this one, this group selection or bulk selection. But I couldn't do it. It would only select one, but now from the last prompt, it fixed it. So, but anyway, now I want to do another thing that we're gonna fix it with Cursor and Claude Code. So, the first thing I would do is come here to Claude. This is not Claude Code. This is Claude from Anthropic. This is the normal website, and I would say I want to be able to move the bulk cards once they are selected. So I'm going to say that, and because he has the 4 legs for an agile development, which are the 3 documents plus the PRD plus the instructions for the Replit documentation. And if you wonder what are the 3 documents, you can find them on this URL. Let me find it very quickly for you. Where is this now? Here, code method. If you go to this website, I'm going to leave the link in the description, code method. You go here and you put your email. I'm sorry. And once you do this, you get access to the 3 documents. So you get access to the code method, code master. This is a prompt which gives instructions to Claude to behave as a senior developer, best practices for agile web development with non-code tools, and the 12-phase development framework, which gives sequential order for developing any app situation. So you download these 3, you put it in a Claude chat, you put the PRD for your project idea, and you give these document instructions, and then you can ask anything and it's going to give you these prompts. You see, I gave him this question. I want to be able to move this, and it gave me this prompt. So I get the prompt, and I'm coming here, I paste it and hit enter, and I give it some time to work. For the meantime, I'm going to move to the right and again to the right. This is GitHub. This is the GitHub desktop for Mac. So in order to use Cursor, which this is Cursor, and work on a Replit project, the Replit project needs to be in the GitHub cloud, like so. Look, this is the ClearMind repository, and if I'm going to activity, I'm going to see all these commits. This is every time I save changes from this project. And how I do this is I'm going to the shell, which you can find it going to the find icon and looking for shell here. So you go to the shell, and then you can put here GitHub commands like git status, and it's going to give you information. If you want to save the changes from your project to the cloud of GitHub, which is in here, you say things like git add dot, and you hit enter. I'm not going to do it right now because he's currently working on the changes that I asked him to do. But once these changes are finished and you do this command here, git add dot, enter, and then you say git push with only these two commands, you will see that there is a new commit here that will say committed 2 seconds ago, and will be the last one from here. This message is a clever description of what the changes are about, and a nice thing from Replit that is very good, giving these very descriptive messages. So you're going to have the changes from the project on the cloud of GitHub, and now you're going to pull these changes, or fetch. When you say fetch, is saying check the cloud, and if there is any changes, put it here, and if there is any changes, show me a button that says pull, and if there is changes, I'm going to pull them, and if I pull the changes, they're going to be in local, which literally are going to be here in my computer, in local. So what I'm going to do next is open this project with Cursor, which is this. This is the project, and this is Cursor, and you remember that all the new changes are in Cursor now. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open the terminal view here, which is this one. It normally comes like this, taking half of the bottom window, and you're going to invoke Claude Code, which you write Claude, just like that. And once you do this, you're going to see very easily this brown square saying, welcome to Claude Code. This is a good sign, but you need to install Claude Code in your computer. So please go ahead and look for a tutorial on YouTube, like how to install Claude Code on Mac or on Windows. And once you install it, then you can invoke it doing so. So let's go back again to the project and see if the changes are being done correctly. And if they are not done correctly, we're going to fix it with Cursor and with Claude Code. So it's still working, so I'm going to give it a chance. What I want to do here, by the way, is if I do a group selection, now I want to be, oh, I can do it already. So it did it. Okay, so I can do it already. It did it. So I don't need to fix it. Unfortunately, I don't need to fix it. So, but if I needed to fix it, I would come here and I would say, please look at the base code and find the issue with whatever it is. And he would say, okay, I'm going to look for the issue that you mentioned in your base code, blah, blah, blah. And then he would show you a plan, and you agree this plan, and he makes all these changes the same way like Replit, Lovable, you name it, would do it. And once all the changes are done in here, which is in local, then you would see all the changes here, like so. No, if you are here, you would see all these changes, lines being deleted, new lines being added, and then you would go here, put a message, which is the description of these changes or this commit. You would say, fix whatever it is. And you can put a description, or you don't need to put a description if you don't want. Then the blue button will light on blue, and you say commit. And this commit, it's like a revolver. It's got 2 steps. You cannot shoot a commit in one go. You load the commit saying commit, boom, and you load it, and it goes here, and then it says push. And when you say push, it's like shooting it, boom. 2 steps. It's always 2 steps on GitHub Dynamics. So once the 2 steps are done and the push has been pushed to the cloud, you will see the push in the website because this is the cloud of GitHub. And now you need to pull it down to the project, which you do it from here. Again, you go and you say git pull, and you go intro, and then because there is nothing to pull, it says this, but if it was something to pull, it would pull it and give you a bunch of lines here showing the difference of the changes, and that's it. Next thing, you would come here. I'm not going to do enough because apparently I need to increase my budget, and you would come here in the chat and you would say, please restart the app. And after you've done this, this is the way to execute the changes made from Cursor through GitHub, GitHub desktop, to the GitHub cloud, to the project in local. And then you would test the changes. Like, I wanted to make this thing movable. So imagine that in the first attempt from the assistant, it gave me a prompt that it didn't make the trick. So I would go for the full workflow, the heavy duty one. And then after this, hopefully I would try it and then it would work. So this is how it looks like, a normal externalization of the code of your project to via GitHub to the cloud of GitHub. You download it or you fetch it and pull it locally. Then you ask Claude Code, diagnose and fix the issue. Once it's fixed, you push it back to the cloud, and to the cloud you pull it down to the project. You ask the tool to restart, and then hopefully the issue is solved.